coffee break is a staple of the American workplace, with millions of cups of coffee being drunk every single day. But why were coffee breaks introduced in the first place? It was actually introduced as a result of a clever advertising campaign by the Pan American Coffee Bureau. In 1952, the Pan American Coffee Bureau ran an advertising campaign telling hard-working factory and office workers to take a break and drink some coffee. A coffee break, if you will. Coffee vending machines were then introduced in the workplace, and workers became more efficient thanks to the power of coffee. Or caffeine, as we call it. The campaign was so successful that 80% of businesses in the United States still offer coffee breaks to this day. When you think of breakfast, cereal, toast, and coffee may spring to mind, but what else? How about the classic American breakfast of bacon and eggs? Bacon and eggs are quintessential to an all-American breakfast, but why? Well, there's only one man to thank for that, and that is the father of public relations, Edward Bernays. More than a century ago, the typical American breakfast was very light, consisting of a roll, coffee, and some orange juice. However, Bernays managed to convince the American public that bacon and eggs was the true all-American breakfast. Bernays was hired by the Beechnut Packing Company, who wanted Bernays to get people to buy more of their bacon. In order to do this, Bernays asked a group of doctors whether a heavy breakfast, namely bacon and eggs, was healthier than a light breakfast, to which they said, yes. This information was then published in major newspapers and magazines throughout the country, and the sale of bacon went up. Being the nephew of Sigmund Freud, the founder of psychoanalysis, it is no wonder that Bernays was able to manipulate the minds of an entire nation. So the next time you're chomping down some bacon and eggs for breakfast, just bear in mind you're only eating it because you were effectively told to eat it.
All of them concurred that a heavy breakfast was better for the health of the American people than a light breakfast. Bacon and eggs should be embodied with the breakfast, and as a result, the sale of bacon went up.
You may have been told by someone that your mattress needs to be replaced every 8 to 10 years, and to go even further, your mattress doubles in weight every 8 to 10 years. This is untrue, and is likely to be an advertising trick by companies to get people to buy their mattresses. Companies will often claim that your mattress will double in weight every 8 to 10 years due to dust mites, dust mite droppings, sweat and moisture, and the accumulation of debris. Yes, mattresses will contain dust mites, as we spend a third of our lives in bed. Or more than that, if you know what I mean. Hey. But to say that your mattress will double in weight every 8 to 10 years because of the accumulation of dust mites and other things is just plain absurd. The rumour was made up by a reporter from the Wall Street Journal, who wanted to make her story more interesting, and that she achieved. So, if you ever find yourself replacing a mattress, it is likely that you're replacing it due to wear and tear, and not from added weight from dust mites and debris. Chances are that you've been told that bottled water is better than tap water. Yes, this is true. If you live in a third world country, where water may be unsafe to drink, but elsewhere you may want to reconsider. There is no evidence to prove that bottled water is better than tap water. In fact, tap water can be considered safer to drink than bottled water, as tap water is subject to rigorous treatment standards and contains residual amounts of chlorine that kills off bacteria. While some bottled water comes from springs and other sources, more than 25% comes from a municipal supply, meaning if you've ever drunk bottled water from brands such as Aquafina and Dasani, you have essentially just drunk glorified tap water. Expensive glorified tap water. Still to this day, parents across the globe tell their children that carrots will help them see in the dark. Granted, carrots contain beta-carotene, which can be used to make vitamin A, which is important for healthy eyesight. However, it certainly will not help you see in complete darkness or give you any sort of night vision powers. The idea that carrots help you see in the dark stems from a propaganda campaign by the British during World War II. British intelligence did not want the Germans, or the Jerrys, finding out that they had developed a fully functioning radar system that could detect enemy aircraft before they reached the coast. So, they spread the word that carrots gave their pilots night vision, which tricked the German Luftwaffe into believing that they were being shot down due to this very reason. The campaign was so effective, in fact, that it even had the British public fooled, who took to eating carrots to help them see in the dark during blackouts. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please show your support by leaving a like and sharing this video, as it really does help us a lot. Don't forget to comment below too, and we will pin up the best comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from us. Lastly, for daily facts and more, follow all of our social media accounts, which are on screen and in the description. Thanks, and until the next video.